Michelle, I know you're like, if we took the sun and tried to ball it up and all that energy, like that's you. You're just, I mean,
Wow.
you're an amazing individual. Michelle, talk to us. What do you got going on?
Thank you. That was awesome. In the spirit of laser, and thank you. Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you today. My name is Michelle Emtre Hollis with Vision Board Music and Vision for the Soul, where we be in harmony of sound, mind, body, spirit, money, and high five to the vibe. And this is an exploration into yourself. This is a universal exploration into your own understanding of who you are, and what your place is, what your position is in this incredible galaxy that we live in. Because nothing is by accident. Everything is happening for you in your life. So I welcome you to answering the call, embody your star player energy. And you might wonder, okay, this might be the first time you're meeting me. And why I can help you to do this and what qualifies me is because I am a human being. I am Gaia. Gaia, for those of you that don't know, is what the ancients was the name of the earth by the ancients. And so it's Mother Gaia. And so when we think about that and we realize that we just are a part of the planet, we are by very nature grounded and in alignment. And that was something that came to me to what would be a great acronym for Gaia, grounded and in alignment. So I think that's the right word I'm using. What I mean is that it's the GAIA. Hey, the beautiful thing about being of service is that you don't have to be perfect. You just have to open up your heart and come from a place of love. You don't have to, but when you get in touch with who you are and where you stand, the opportunity for growth and expansion becomes exponential for your life. And that's what answering the call, embody your star player energy stands for. That's what we are here for. This is going to be an incredible series where I talk with amazing human beings of all hues, all different walks of life, who have all decided to step into their star player energy. They have all had careers that may be very different from what they're doing today. And most likely, it's all contributed to the part that they're playing in their lives today. Because that's the beautiful thing about life, is that the things that we learn about ourselves and the skills that we develop all along the way, all to this moment where you and I are face to face, energetically speaking, everything that you are today is due to the experiences that you've had before. It's due to the people that you've met, the roads that you went down, the careers that you have entered into and learned from. So that being said, if where you are in this moment is exactly where you want to be, bravo, then this is just going to be a chance to just further celebrate your process and to have a creative process for you to begin to continue to expand. And on the same token, if today you're here and you're wondering, well, I know I want to do something different. I know I have something bigger to offer to the world, and I just need some support in doing so, then you are in the right place too, because that's what this series is going to give you. My hope for you in getting able to meet these amazing people that I'm bringing to the surface, and bringing to your awareness, I'm hoping that you will find something in one of the 5 people that we'll be talking to today that you can relate to. I'm also hoping that, and believing and knowing that you will find a way to open up to who you really are. And that way, eliminating imposter syndrome, eliminating any of those things that hold us back from expressing yourself truly, so that you can give more of who you really are without holding back, because that's what the world needs right now. The world needs more of us to be truly expressive, to not try to fit a box or to try to express ourselves or to fall in line with the construct that is currently in place. I think most people can agree it's not working. The way they feel it's not working may be different, but what we can mostly agree on is that things have not been working. And that's the meta. But the micro it's a reflection of ourselves. It's a reflection of the opportunity that we ourselves have to clear some things, to heal from the inside out, so that we personally can be grounded and in alignment with our assignment. And that's what will bring us joy. When we're able to do that, it's amazing what can happen. Before I get started, I thought I would share with you some things that some amazing people and their experiences with me, how they have experienced me, and how that is a great thing when you can receive gratitude and you can receive compliments and you can receive where people are seeing who you are. It's helpful. So I'm not just showing this to you to brag on myself, but what I'm doing is hoping that you can see in times where in life where people have given you compliments or noticed what's great about you, and you can learn how to embrace those things, because that also helps you to develop. And it helps you to remember these are the things that you want to keep with you, so that you remember that no matter how any circumstances plays out in any one given moment, what happens to you is not who you are. Who you are the good things, the great things that inspire people about you. So I'm going to play a couple clips for us, and then I'm going to play a song so that you can think about where you are now. And if you have a pen and paper, if you don't, I encourage you to get one, because after this, we're going to play a song and get grounded and in alignment for this whole entire interview series, so that you can open up your heart and receive what is available to you that will help move you towards your star player energy. Thank you so much for your time and your energy too, because we learn from the people that we surround ourselves with. So one of the things that where I'm at in my, so that is the board of advisors, Michael Calhoun. He's an incredible individual. And I wanted to show you that because I believe that it's important to not only hear from people and not take feedback and compliments, but to also acknowledge the person that is giving you the compliment as well, because it just raises the energy. So that's an example of how to do that. Here's another video. Let me see how to, just a moment. Okay.
Wow, I just wanted to hop on, and if I look like I'm crying, it's because I have been. I just had such a powerful session with Michelle Emtre Hollis. She is such a goddess. She is such a light. She is such a creative ball of energy and support and enthusiasm. She cares so much I was in such beautiful hands. She's guiding me and guiding her clients on being the starring role in your life, the 5-star blockbuster, greatest show on earth, and opening up creativity, opening up vision, opening up the emotions, supporting you to remove blocks. We're about halfway through the process and just had an amazing cry. We danced, we laughed, we talked about my vision for the future, and she's just dynamite.
Okay. And so that was just a couple of people that I have interacted with, worked with. And also the last thing I want to share with you is why it's important to be a great student in life, because that's part of embodying your star player energy, is being able to be inspired, to be inspiring, to be blessed, to be a blessing. And all of those things go hand in hand. They are not mutually, or they're not exclusive. You know, to be a good leader is to be surrounded with incredible people. And that's also why I brought these amazing speakers that we're going to have today. Before I play the last video, we're going to be talking to Nancy Sargent. So excited. She's my first guest, and I couldn't be happier, more grateful to have her. She is with Sargent Marketing, and you're going to hear more about her here in just a few minutes when she comes up, and we have a conversation. We also have Cavette Minor Kane, who is an amazing financial mindset coach. Such a big concept to have a great financial mindset. Then we have Shelly Campbell, who is also big on abundance and wealth, and very creatively shares her energy and her unique ability to follow her intuition and to use creativity to grow wealth, which is super important. We also have Tabitha Benway, who's going to be speaking with us too. And we're going to talk about how she introduced me to sound money, which was exactly in alignment with what it is that I'm doing. And that's another hint, another clue on how you use your resources, how you pay attention to what people are saying, to what information is brought in your path, so that you can recognize that that's in alignment, that feels good, that is a good person to connect with and to grow with. And then I have Timothy Archer, who's going to close us out, and he's amazing. And we met on Clubhouse, and he is such an amazing person. He is working with some of the biggest car manufacturers on earth, some of the top upper echelon ones. And all of that came from just a dream and a vision that he had. And he drew it out and created this design, and people are going nuts about it all over LinkedIn. And he's a very artistic person, also following his dreams. So the point of all of that is, and this whole series is to encourage you to make the main event be you in your life experience, for you to step into the leading role of your life. But again, what I wanted lastly do is show you what it means to be in your star player energy. And so just a moment here, and we will go ahead. I'm going to play this last video. And it just kind of eluded me really quick. So just a moment. And while I'm pulling up this last video, take this time to just think about that. So think about this past week. Have there been any conversations that you've had this week? Have there been any connections that you've made? Any people that have crossed your path that you maybe haven't gotten a chance to reach back out to? Take a few moments while I pull up this video to jot those people, those names down, and just let whatever comes up of, hey, I'm going to get in touch with that person. Whatever your inner heart says, go ahead and write that down so that after this series, you can go ahead and reach out to them. So while I just get this last video, please do that. Okay. Okay, and lastly, here we go. Being a good student and how that translates into being your star player energy. Hi, hello, everybody. I'm so excited that you chose to come and get the ticket to the first day of the rest of your life, because what we know is that the real greatest show on earth is your life.
To go right back to you and acknowledge you as well, because in the beginning I looked at things and you remind me of a lot of different things in my past. And first off, your ability to scale your knowledge is unparalleled to our group, and I think everybody in our group would also agree to that. You have increased your willingness to learn, and I didn't mention what I speak on.
Unless we understand who we be and understand what our purpose is, and that make sure that we are working within that, and being purposeful. Like you said, I just love how you present.
You're a connector. I mean, listen, it's the most effortless thing that you do. And I hope people really get to see that with you, is that if there was something that is that requires the least amount of effort from you, that is being a connector. I think your life could be stripped away and you're still going to connect. People could take things away from you, is like, you just can't help yourself. You are going to connect people. You have that natural drive and curiosity. That ultimately is your superpower. I think that's it. And so each of us have a different thing. And how do you use that? Well, you're talking to businesses, you're using your voice, you're coaching and you're consulting. There's a vehicle in how you do it, but ultimately it's like no one can stop you from connecting. All of us have something like that.
You were a sponge for knowledge. Yes, you were a 10 out of 10 for willingness to learn. And even as important, equally important, you were a 10 out of 10 in willingness to change. You were willing to do and shift and make adjustments and be flexible in really powerful ways. And therefore, my experience of you was you were a remarkable student through this program because of your teachability index was always 100.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And that's something that I have found has been incredibly important. I believe feedback is there to help you, not to hurt you.
It's a gift.
It's a gift. Yes. Feedback is a gift. So I welcome feedback. And of course, I will be sending a feedback conversation or a feedback form to you after this event, because I always want to learn and I always want to grow. And my inspiration to you through this process is to do the work of getting to know yourself, surprise yourself, lay down your excuses, and remove the obstacles that are in the way, that may be in the way. Because that's all it is. All it is is an obstacle that gets to be moved. And all you need is the faith of a mustard seed. That's what it says in the Bible, in the Holy Bible. That's all the faith you need. But if you focus on that piece of faith outside of all the other circumstances, if you focus on the star within, then no matter how big the galaxy gets, your star gets to shine and it gets energized from the inside out. And that is my hope to you. So what I want to spend these first few moments doing before we bring on my lovely guest, Nancy, before we do that, I'm going to sing a song. I want to sing a song, and it really goes with our whole topic. It's called Time. It's called Time because it's about time. And the time is now. Now is the time to embrace your place on this earth and in this beautiful galaxy and the universe in which we live. And the beautiful thing about it is that you get to enjoy your life experience. Your life experience is not designed for you to be a robot, eating robot food. That's what I call the food at the grocery store that's not on the edges. All like the processed foods, I call that robot food because that's just what it is. It's just enough nourishment, if you can even call it that, but it's just enough to keep us going until we break down. Our real energy comes from this galaxy. Our source energy, I should say. Our source energy comes from this galaxy, it comes from the sun, it comes from the air that we breathe, it comes from the plants that are also sun and so sun food. That is our real energy. And once we realize that a lot of the emotions that we're holding in and experiencing that are getting in our way, they are literally holding us down. They're holding us back when we try to hide them, when we try to stay in the shadows, or when we do stay in the shadows. Whitney Houston said that she decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. Now, at first glance, that lyric sounds like she's saying, oh, I want to be out front. I want to be number one. But that's not, because at the beginning of the song, she says, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them. So she says specifically, and she didn't write the song, but specifically in the song, she says, if we teach the child well, we will let them lead the way. So just by nature of saying that, she's not talking about that she's afraid to be led. She's talking about people's shadows. And the shadows that we live behind sometimes are the shadows of what the society has tried to impress upon us. It is what our families have tried to impress upon us. It is what religion has maybe impressed upon us. And it's other people's assumptions of what they have come to understand is the meaning of whatever it is that they are impressing upon you. So that is why right now, and I'm actually going to I'm going to change the song, and we're going to do the time song we're going to do after my interview with Nancy. But what I'm going to do right now is sing a song called Breathe, because I think it's the best place for us to get grounded and in alignment. So I'm going to invite you to put your feet on solid ground. Put your feet on solid ground. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Close your eyes and continue to breathe in your cadence as we move forward. Now, and keep breathing as I sing. And just relax your body and go with the flow. Allow yourself to let go. Anywhere you feel tension, just shake out your body and then just relax. I know in life there will be some times you feel like you're on track. They say that getting there is half the fun, but what if you keep coming back empty? I know in life there will be some times you feel like you're going round and round. They say that getting there is half the fun, but what about the coming down? Just breathe. Inhale in and exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. For we go through this life jealous and afraid. They say that's not the case, but it is sure how we behave. How we behave. Come here now, come here and look into the light. Inside love will ignite you into a brighter day. Brighter day. Right away. Now, when you inhale in this time, impress in. And when we exhale, we're expressing out. So just a few times of that, and we're grounded in alignment. Impress in, express out. Impress in, express out. Impress in, express out. Impress in, express out. Just breathe. I hope that was a helpful experience. So now it is my delight to bring on the amazing and incredible Nancy Sargent. Woo! Let me go ahead and get us side to side. Okay, and I'm gonna come back down to earth, folks. We've touched down on earth. We've touched down on earth. Oh wait, actually, okay, you saw the behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. That's all right. You know what? We gotta start somewhere. So I am not ashamed, but I am so happy to have, hold on a second. I've got someone coming in. We're doing this real time. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop the recording for a second.